Margin of 74 points. The dividend there, $5.35. The main goal scorers from that game from Port Adelaide, Scotty Hodges booting 5, 3 each to Williams, Darren Smith and Brown, and for the Redlegs, Michael Ace there booting 5. Here now the highlights.
Looking for Payne. In there again. Port doing it well. Series of handballs. Hutton's got it. Long toward the goal front. He goes. It's unprotected back there. It's through for the first goal of the game.
He sets it up for Maynard. Maynard left the footy behind. Phillips. Nothing off the boot of Johnson. Open goal. Worcester. Play on is the call. Argent letting it go. Through goes Visser. He goes down with a trip. And this time the umpire sees it.
At centre half forward. Tries the big punt forward, but doesn't cover quite as much distance. Oh, Hines, like a rover. Great work.
Phillips tumbles one around the corner. Stephen Williams dropped what he should have taken. And the umpire's given a push in the back. Contributed to it by the fact that Port Adelaide is tackling so well and so quickly. Oh, stop. What a mark.
Around the body, Hutton toward half forward, almost a mark by Brown. Plays it on quickly to Ginniver, toward goal, a little rover goes and he doesn't miss from there. That's his first. Back to the centre of the ground, Darren Smith thumps it, Rowan Smith picks it up. Marnie now towards Stephen Williams. The Magpies building an attack to Hodges. Got Hodges in front. Always the goal's unprotected. He decided to go long toward the goal front. The kick's a beauty. Great goal, Scott Hodges. Didn't quite take the mark, but had time. Oh, he tried to get around Visser. Did it eventually with brute strength. Goes long to the goal front. Back there is Hodges.
With him is Pike. Ginniver joins in. Ducks, weaves, turns. On his left leg. Shoots for goal. Brilliantly done.
Toward half forward. Bevy of Magpie players there to spoil. Aish gets it well off Maynard. Aish toward the goal front. That kick's a perfect kick.
Payne hikes it back towards the half forward line. Russell Johnson. Oh, what a mark. A lot of courage there. No hope, Ducker. Maynard over the top. The umpire's paid it.
Tregenza wide toward Harrison. Clever tap on. Gives Abernathy the chance. Looks for Hodges now. Hodges just didn't. Oh, he's got the mark. Well.
Yes, great performance there by Port Adelaide, winning by 74 points over Norwood. Let's welcome our guest from that particular game, George Fiacci from Port Adelaide, Keith Thomas from Norwood, and Ashley Porter saw the game.
George, Port Adelaide kicked 12 of its 20 goals against the wind. Have you ever known Port Adelaide to play so well against a breeze, which John Cale said was a 6-goal advantage?
Yeah, it was a pretty strong breeze, but I think we proved in the first quarter, and Norwood did in the third quarter, that you could kick goals into it. It wasn't really favouring one side a great deal. It was more going across the ground. I think Keith would back that up, but it really wasn't impossible to kick goals.
Keith, Gary McIntosh started with all fire and brimstone. It was taken off, obviously because of lack of match fitness, but you seemed to lack something, a bit of vigour, as soon as he went off.
I didn't think it was just, you know, sort of... I don't think it was the fact that it was Macca being on the ground or not being on the ground that sort of represented a loss of vigour. I think that we started off...
Superbly. I thought in the first quarter started superbly.
Did you think?
Yeah, in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, well, I thought that we were in trouble right from the start. I thought that, you know, I saw our start against Centrals, and it was you know, sort of 10% better than what it was yesterday, and we weren't anywhere near aggressive enough. I didn't think, even in the initial stages. Although Macca certainly gives that to us, but with his leg and his rehabilitation process, it just is a matter of easing him back into the fray, if you like, and I think it was a wise move.
Keith, we've been asking this question now for about 9 or 10 weeks. What is the problem with Norwood? Is it a case of you've got experienced players and you've also got too many young players? Is the balance there? Are you playing it well as a team?
I think we've got a balance problem. I think that if you were to analyse our side, and you know, as most people have over the last few weeks, you'd see that there's probably 3 main sections. There's a group of youngsters who are just battling to sort of establish themselves in the league ranks. You've got a group of guys, of which I'm included, that have come from other sides. Heine, Paul Weston and myself have come back, and we're trying to sort of work our way back into the side as well. And then you've got a core of experienced guys who've been here for the last 2 or 3 years. And when you look at that core, which is really forms the nucleus of a very good side, a lot of those have been injured. You know, we've had Tommy Warhurst and Scans and Aishi and McIntosh, Hawley. those sort of guys haven't been around. They've had long-term injuries, and it's really been an unsettling period for the Norwood Football Club. I still have a lot of confidence in their ability, and I think that once we develop some sort of cohesion, we'll be a very good side. George,
4 of your better players yesterday, and you had a lot of good players, were your state players. Darren Smith, Bruce Abernethy, Roger Delaney and Greg Phillips. After last week's heavy loss, they must have been under a little bit of pressure because, you know, lack of confidence after that game, but I thought they excelled themselves yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I think they really did have a point to prove that, you know, they deserve their spot. There was a lot of canning going on in the media. I think you probably canned a few players there, Ash.
Got that one, Ashley.
Old Greg Phillips was waiting for you anyway. But, he'll catch up.
I'm glad it's you and not Greg. He's even bigger.
But yeah, they had a big point to prove, and they did quite well. They did really well, actually, considering the circumstances. They just put their head down and really got into it. So it's good on them.
Well done, George. Great performance yesterday. And Keith, let's hope Norwood can bounce back to what time is running out for you, son. But good luck. Let's hope it's a good second half. That's the Port Adelaide Norwood game, of course, at the Albertson Oval. And please note, we do have some program changes.
Tyre tear in action in the French 500cc Grand Prix, followed by the four-wheel frenzy of Formula 1 and the British Grand Prix, both live on 9.
Oh dear, his cold's going to keep him up half the night. Stuffy head, coughing.
Between Port and North and the other 8 sides in the competition.
Checking the scores of all games, Port over Central at Footy Park by 92 points. South Adelaide over
Vic's Dayquil.